Here are some warm-ups for the Hille Czardas. If you look through the piece, there are certain bowing techniques that are required. For instance, in bar number 65, you have a passage that sounds like... So basically you've got a down bow, then two up bows with a little lift. And the lift starts with the note, the first note of the lifted passage comes from the string. So I flick into the string. I don't lift after the long note. So flick. So if this is in a scale like E major, I'll play the E major scale. Or I could improvise a little tune using that bowing. I can do it in the scale, or I can do it in any scale that I like. So that's one passage. If we look at the very beginning of the piece, we have this figure. So with that little note in the hooked bowing being caught, catch, catch. So again, in this case, it's in E minor, the beginning. So I can play an E minor natural minor scale. So and then we have other little passage works with bowing. We have like slurs in 3, so with this melt away then the up bow, melt away then the up bow. And you can look at what keys we're moving into. So in a Czardas you have different sections, and they tend to be in different keys because each section is a different mood. Or represents a different emotion, and you need to bring that out. So for instance, we're in D major in bar 17, but the piece starts in E minor. The interesting thing is at the beginning of this piece, we make a beautiful changes in harmony that introduce all the interesting harmonies or the tensions that we have. So when we have our tonic, we have the dominant dominating from above, and we have the subdominant dominating from below. And in this particular piece, we go from the tonic to the subdominant to the dominant, and then back to the tonic. We create a serpentine line, which is the line of beauty. If you look at Hogarth's treatise from about 1753, you can see it on the internet. And so you can see how the composers used harmony to create this line of beauty. Just play around, look at the piece and look for these different possibilities of bowings. I mean, another one is this little sautier bow stroke where you have so you can do another scale. Where you're finding that bouncing area in the bow. Actually, the funny thing is it's the stick that is bouncing up and down. It's not the hair. The hair stays on the string. But the bow is springing up and down. Sautier.